I like it. There you go. Give your hero stealth. That's fine. Alright, we got Arcanite Ripper. The other cards are not good, but Ripper is. And we'll take Swarm Guard here too. If we can get like Harmonic Metals and stuff, it can be a good card. Yodeler? At least there's a chance that Yodeler will be good. The other two suck. Let's take Ghost Rider. That's good. Yeah, Hardcore Cult is pretty cool. I really don't want to be Rainbow, so I'll just take Bone Shredder. Maybe we'll get some cool Death Rattle synergy, maybe? I think this card is fine. I think these cards here are not fine. Blood Tap. Eye of Chaos. I want Blood Tap. It's pretty good with Swarm Guard. Okay, sure. Let's take a Medic. A little bit of life gain, maybe? Boy, is it like Friday the 13th or something and all your decks have to be absolute trash? Is there something going on? Would I ever want to silence my own minions? You can silence your hero power and keep the 1/1 after it's gone face. This card's insane. I like Death Strike a lot, but let's take the weapon. Discover. These are all trash. I wonder if this is better than this. I guess if it costs 0, probably not. Asphyxiate. Let's grab an Asphyxiate here. Down with the ship. Corpid's good. Remember when Dredd said he would take the worst classes and retired until he got Death Knight before leaving to open Pokemon? Yeah. I do remember that. He must be held accountable. Let's take a Proto Drake here. The man just loves retiring. He's basically retired as it is. These are terrible. That card's kind of good. I think I'll take a Pyrotechnician. These seem like junk. These seem like junk. Got 2 of these things. That is not junk. This is back on the junk train. Did they do some adjustments where you get even more neutral garbage than before? He somehow turned retiring into a profession. Treads? Damn. Well, this is a putrid pile of shit too, but I guess it's our putrid pile of shit.
The Lich King versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer, you will know pain.
Yogg Saron in our opening hand. I hope your luck turns round on the 14th, Red, since the 13th seems cursed. Yeah, I didn't have a great day today. It's continuing with our Hearthstone Arena experience. When was the last dual class arena? Last year. They do it once a year. I know we can get poisonous on it, but well, then I have to use a coin. I think part of the problem is that the past, the neutrals were bad, but they were like 1 or 2 steps below class cards. Now it's like 20. I'm sorry, I'm not quite following. Let's take Army of the Dead. It's a pretty good card with this card. It just got Steam cleaned for 15 plagues. They took 15 plagues out of their deck. Steam Cleaner's still in the meta? Like that card's been around forever.
Nobody attacked me.
There go my corpses, but what can you do? Steam Cleaner, I'm in Plat 5. Hey, good luck. Hopefully you keep climbing. You're higher. Ghoul. What if I hero power and off it?
The citadel stands strong.
That's kind of good, right? It's a lot better as a 4-5. I understood some of those words. I'm having a hard time understanding a couple of the last messages in chat. But that is part of my job. Try to understand. Try I shall. And try I shall. Come on, Mr. Red, you have to interpret my incoherent gibberish to survive. Well, surviving does seem... does seem like the thing to do, doesn't it? Oh my god, that's great with Yogg. Been off here. Neutral cards have always been bad compared to class cards, but now the difference has grown exponentially. I'm not so sure if it has. But I know neutrals from 2016 are not quite as good as class cards from 2023. Statman, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you, Statman. Play this and this. But I think I want to guarantee I have that. So why don't we play this and this? Thank you very much for the 100 bits, Statman. Thank you for trying. Thank you for keeping us alive. Thank you for helping to keep us alive. Survival business. It's something. Could have shot first. Then he wasted a damage, right? It would have resummoned my guy as a Divine Shield, but he would have gotten through it. I think what I'm actually going to do is trade here. Because I'm getting a Poison Divine Shield this way. And then I can take some free trades here. Poison Divine Shield. Has there ever been a Poison Divine Shield minion? Probably not, huh? That Poison Horde. That's pretty good for us here. This card is very, very ridiculously overpowered. Basilisk? Oh yeah, you're right. Was there another one? I mean, other than Basilisk, of course.
This may just be my best song yet.
We can make this a tier 8 minion in Battlegrounds next year. For the new, really ultra cool anomaly. The new anomalies. Tier 8. Imagine tier 8. Not 6. Not 7. But 8. I've seen Amalgam Band once or twice. Yeah, that one can gain them for sure. It's a coward. Didn't cast Yogg-Saron. You coward! 3, 6, 10, 13. I mean, I'm not casting Yogg-Saron, but that's because I'm gonna get more spells. I'm not casting Yogg-Saron. I'm powering up Yogg-Saron. If he gives that poison, it's actually kind of a problem. We're getting lethal from Yogg. Oh, we're gonna play Yogg, yeah. As long as this guy doesn't do any chicken shit moves. Okay, Don't be fooled. We are yogging. We're just setting up the Yogg. We're not yogging. Oh, we're yogging. We're yogging. As long as this guy doesn't pull any BS maneuvers. It sounds like I'm playing a Tool song over here. Guy's going full Voltron over here.
Run! My will is not my own!
Do you want to Yogg here? hit, slap him for 2. They said I wasn't gonna Yogg. Of course I'm gonna Yogg. I'm Redbeard, the Yogg master. Why is he at 9? Oh, that thing had lifesteal and reborn and all this other crap. An enemy.
No return!
Okay, well they said no way we're getting Yogg lethal. Maybe we can hit him in the face with Yogg. Crazy Yogg. I'm glad we got to cast Yogg. Glad about that. That could hit my side. Come on, dude. Come on. Game is toying with us. Okay, that one could hit your side. I think you're doing the fun thing. Well, there's always been a big difference between Redbeard and Dreads, and the difference is Redbeard gets lethal with Yogg one way or another. Dreads retires and then doesn't cast Yogg, and then loses and then bounces. There's a big difference. He was streaming today. He's changed his schedule a little, Stat. I'm not sure I like it. He's doing more like 12 to 4 streaming Arena, or 12 to 3:30. 4 days a week. And then opening Pokemon packs for like 6 hours after that.
King versus
Dog.
Dana.
Delivered the killing blow. Yogged for lethal in my book. I think that's gotta count for yogging for lethal. How dare he change his schedule for his family? How dare we were his family. Stat, we were his family. Monty has no Gibbs this week. He doesn't have a single Gibbs. If you think he has Gibbs, he's got 0. If you think he's got 2, he's got less than half of that. Right now, there is a hype of a fruit game called Suika game in stream nowadays. It's a simple game but addicting. Do you mean Fruit Ninja? Is that what you meant to say? Is that what you meant to say? Hey Rudy, how'd you like all the rain today? I needed to go out and do some errands, but it rained, so instead I took a nap. That could be better after he plays 6 secrets in a single turn. Do you got any red hot Genshin action coming down the pipe? Or are we done with that game? We're sponsored tonight, tomorrow, and I think one more night if we want to play it a little more. So I think we'll try to do it at least one more day. White hot Genshin action. Although we have that bounty to shop on American Eagle. Maybe if we get a big raid, we do both. But sometimes you don't get a big raid. That's a 4/9. Venomous Scorpid. Punished for taking the Librarian. Maybe I'll cast Horn of Winter? We could draw 2. He'll burn 1. But he's still drawing 2. Alright. What are you gonna do? We can play this, then this, then we'll have 4 mana available. Buying a pair of pants that say juicy on the butt and playing Genshin for a living. 2008 red, would never see it coming. Do I have to get the juicy shorts? But yeah, I wouldn't have expected that in 2008. I like that he didn't gain life. I hate that my whole board up and vanished like a fart in the wind. Or the backwards, so it says juicy on the front. I'd rather it say juicy on the front than on the back.
Fireworks? I sure hope they do.
Good card. Better card. Could cast it here.
I just want some peace and quiet.
My god, I lost my Divine Shield and my Reborn. Smoked pork enchos for tomorrow. We're doing college football. You like college football? I'm not a big fan of college football. Oh, I wish that didn't happen.
Break a leg.
Me either. Pro for me. Yeah, I like pro football, but I don't really like college football. It just feels like 80% of the time it's like a team that's just clobbers the other team. It's like, oh, it's the rank 1 team against the unranked team in the world. They're ranked 177. They're just playing for some reason, even though they probably shouldn't even be in the same league. Anybody start playing Starfield? Starfield. I didn't play any Starfield though. 3 mana, 5/7.
The citadel stands strong.
5 mana, 8/12. That's kind of good. Alright, if my 2/2's alive, And we've got a pretty nice turn.
With a cherry on top.
The cherry on top. So he's gonna set up his grand finale. We're gonna need to draw our... We're gonna need to draw our Army of the Dead. Wait, we don't have an Army of the Dead. Gonna get 4 8/8s. I guess I have 1 8 12.
Welcome to Stop Pooping the Mouth.
And kill 1. Alright, let's do this. What if I play this now? That's better than playing
Till death do us part.
I say he's all.
19. Well, he wants to play Grand Finale. Let's just make him trade for us, right? Frog Protection. Thank you for the Prime Frog Protection. Silly Washington State. They could have set up a 6-0 versus 6-0 game versus Oregon next week if they hadn't lost to UCLA. Okay, I kind of wish I had killed it now. Maybe he's not playing. Oh my god, what a disaster. I only gained 1 armor at best. 1 armor. I mean, I could use some armor. A lot of power on the board. I mean, he's got to do something, right? Okay. I mean, gaining 6 is pretty good. That Minotaur is pretty annoying. I got to admit, I'm trying to kill him here. Sort of detrimental towards that plan. So, what if he traded Firelands? Traded. Clear my whole goddamn board here. Interesting. We have enough burn to kill me here. Freeze. I don't know why I'm wondering if he has anything. Everybody always has everything if they're a mage. 4, 7, so we kill 1. We play this. Play the 3. Hero power. Hero power there. Play the 3. Leaves me with 5 mana. Could heal my face, maybe.
Out the way! Someone's hit! I do!
Thank you very much, Frog Protection, for the 3 months of Prime. That is cool. That is nice. Thank you very much. Appreciate you using your Prime here. Appreciate anybody using their Prime anywhere.
Fireworks?
Hey, Red Beard. Hope you're having a wonderful time. Did you get through any... Did you get any of the Van Gogh Pokemon cards? I did not. I tried, and then they just weren't available. And then I went to bed, and then I woke up, and they were all sold out. They said they're going to re-release them. So, it'd be cool if I could get one for, like, the actual promo rate, which is, like, $0 instead of $100 or $80 people are trying to sell them for on eBay. Heard a new print run is coming. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I don't love it. I like it. It's cool, but there's a different Japanese. There's a Japanese Detective Pikachu card that came out too. That one I want. Hunson, thank you for the Prime. Some guy was selling a Van Gogh Pikachu for 10,000. Then it sold it for 1.7 when the news was announced. Why would it ever sell for that much? Worth nothing close to that. There's like hundreds of them for like 80 or 100 bucks. Hero power, kill. I need a lot of things. I could use this to whack that. This is on eBay. Something special about it? I don't know. Sometimes people will they'll do like little joke listings and they'll bid themselves to make it look all crazy. Sometimes the Reddit, the Pokemon Reddit will get annoyed when people scalp and they'll make burner eBay accounts and they'll bid stuff up when they know it's like heavily scalped and then they just won't pay. It's probably what happened. If it was like Reddit Pokemon crew gets a little I mean, it's annoying if, you know, especially if you wanted to buy it for like your kid or something. Imagine Hearthstone with Pokemon cards, very similar. It's not the new Exorcist. I think I may be possessed by the Wumpus Cat spirit. I think you were possessed by the Wumpus Cat spirit before the movie. I heard it wasn't very good. Did you like it? That's called wash trading, and it's kind of crazy illegal in most regulated markets. Bidding on things and then not paying? Well, I wasn't a participant. There's a tournament in my LGS in December, and the organizer's putting up his $3,000 Mox Amber as a top prize. No proxies allowed. Cool. That's cool. That's really fun. Man, Magic just is like thrived on the community being fun and wonderful for 30 years. I mean, obviously there's like turds that play, but like overall, it's like people create all these game modes and people put on their own tournaments and local game stores can thrive, and bidding on your own asset to drive up the price or to make it appear as if there's demand. Yeah, I guess it's probably just hard to regulate on eBay. Maybe not. Maybe they could just see where the bids are coming from. I'm not too educated on that. I'm not too educated in general. Wish they had an arena version that's free but without rewards. These days, with how many purchased accounts you get to face, that would be much better than the current status of the game. I don't really want that. I don't know if I want to start with that. I have so many bad cards in my deck, though. Faith, the ultimate barcode. His name is FDSFGSDFFDSF. Yeah, he's pretty potent foe. Face him about 30 times a night these days. Here, let's shoot it, I guess. Wait until you face the barcode boss. He had 9 to 10 cards every single turn. Yeah, they'll do that. They'll do that to you.
Feel that healing beat. Step to this.
And it's quite irritating, if you ask me. At what point in Hearthstone Arena history did decision making in drafts matter? Maybe pre-Discover era? No, way post-Discover era. Decisions still matter now. Just, you'll have a lot of games where kind of the ultimate end result is that it feels like a lot of the game didn't matter. But if you go back about like a year or two, I'd say just pre-barcodes, even in this meta, without people kind of gaming the system, they already have blood tap. Without people gaming the system, I think decisions would matter a lot more. But the Discover phase was like Discover came out in what year was that? That was like 2015 or something. Rephrase, interesting decisions in drafting and not auto picks. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I always talk about it. People's recollection of like how long periods have been or how short in Hearthstone or card games in general is usually very skewed, myself included. This period where Pulse requested more neutrals and they gave it to us, and you have like cards like Dalaran Librarian up against cards like Ghost Rider. You have cards like Plague Strike up against cards like Abusive Sergeant. That's like relatively recent somehow. Sadly, that's like relatively recent. It just feels like it's been 6 years, but it's been more like 6 weeks or less. And there's a varying degree of like that. But I think the issue has always been like, it'd be so much easier to do so many things so much better. And then that just never happens. So this is kind of what we're stuck with.
Put your soul
Question read, I drafted 4 decks today and the cards I was offered were way different. Did you notice anything? Is there hidden offering rate changes? I've drafted 3 decks today. Or 2 decks? I don't know how many decks we drafted. We started with a Paladin, drafted a Hunter. And we drafted this. And none of them have been good. But that feels about normal. And then all of your opponents, we've already faced a couple Titans. And that feels about normal as well. I've got cards I've never seen before. That I haven't noticed. I haven't noticed any new cards or anything. Yeah, I think it actually is the pick, right? It's the fun pick, but is it also the pick? Magic carpet, like epics that never showed up. Well, I get offered a lot of magic carpets, unfortunately. I feel like magic carpets are drawn to me. It does suck, that's for sure. That card does suck. But yeah, to Graham's point, there are way too many, you know, just you automatically take this card. Picks in Hearthstone Arena for sure. Way too many.
This'll make the pain go away.
No return!
I could get like sickly, maybe give them all poisonous. Think how you talk through your decision making gives that effect. Hearthstone can't have the depth of Magic drafting because there aren't mana colors. Yeah, everything in Hearthstone is just a more simplistic version of Magic, and I think simple is part of the appeal in a lot of ways. Actually, it's all the other aspects of Hearthstone's board design and purchased accounts and peripheral, like, lack of support for the mode in general that makes it feel worse. But I don't think because it's simple it's bad, but it is simple. Pick the best of three. You'd need to have a system like duels, which is the closest they've probably gotten, even if lately I've heard they've kind of ruined that in duels too, but where like picks affect the future offerings, and that's a really cool concept. Vigo, thank you for the follow.
Behold the might of storm!
Vigo. Okay, you pick up. Been good here. Down with the shit. I have more weapons I could potentially draw. I could put more plagues in his deck. He had synergy bonus back with the buckets. That turned out to be a disaster. Well, all they ever did with the bucket system and synergy picks was their idea of synergy picks, horribly implemented, was that your first pick be a card that came from a pool of like 9 cards. And some of the pools had like their Death Knight in them, and others had like Murloc War Leader. And that was never not a very good idea or implementation. The rest of your picks were still not. The other 29 picks were not affected by your quote-unquote synergy pick. If you pick a Murloc, you'll get more Murlocs later. Yeah, they never had that in Arena, but we beat this combo? No. I mean, our deck's terrible. We don't beat anything.
Till death do us part.
5/2/2 Rush Poisons, that's a decent card. Yeah, the buckets in Arena, or the synergy picks, never... There's only one synergy pick per draft. The buckets were just awfully implemented and not maintained at all, so they never made sense. Very glad they got rid of the bucket system. The bucket system with actual work would have, that's different, but they never did any work. Statman, thank you for the 100 bits. Like throwing spaghetti at a wall where the meatballs are your picks and the wall is your brain. It is oftentimes a very unrewarding and unsatisfying experience. But I'd say in the last 6 to 8 months, a year, that's been much more the case than in the first 5 or 6 years. But I think that has a lot more to do with standards, really, piss poor design philosophy, than Arena specifically getting worse for any reason other than people purchasing accounts. Closing down the Chinese server really kind of ruined Arena. But the way standard cards get designed now just makes Arena make no sense. You'd have to design cards for the mode. Again, I always say, which is exactly what they were doing for duels, only duels sucked. So, they put in all the work to do that. I'm not sure why they created a whole new game mode and executed it poorly when there was already a viable player base that played a mode that already didn't get support that could have enjoyed those things. Buckets are kind of back again, but in an unregulated and accidental way. Not sure if there are buckets, though. Yeah, I'll just save it. But, you know, through all that, through the failings of Hearthstone abundantly, Arena still, I think, is probably their best game mode. It's still easily the one I enjoy the most. Just like, as everything else has gotten worse, Arena's gotten worse too. What I mean are the problem with buckets. Where you're offered an obvious pick or 3 bad choices, yeah. So, the way that that system was supposed to work, in theory, was like, if you had a card in a bucket that never got picked, because it was always the worst of the 3, then it would move down a bucket. Or if a card always got picked, then it would move up a bucket. And that makes total sense. They just never moved anything out of any buckets they arbitrarily placed things in initially. And some buckets had 5 cards, and then other buckets had 315 cards, which didn't make sense. I like constructed best because I suck in Arena. Hey, to each their own, right? You're done with Battlegrounds for good? I've had no interest the past couple of expansions, but my interest in general was just kind of waning in it. I think it's not seemed to have gotten better over time to me.
This isn't real metal.
I could have thrown the 1/1 first, huh? It's a pretty fair take, Redman. Arena's an unfortunate recipient of the game's decline in general. Yeah, I mean, you're not looking at Standard and having like tons of people and new players like flocking to it, and like nobody, I haven't seen a single constructed streamer, and that's obviously a small sample size, but I think they echo the sentiment of the larger player base oftentimes. But I haven't really seen any Standard players being like, wow, this is like the best. In fact, most of the Standard streamers I watch are pretty adamant that this is like the worst it's ever been. Which is not surprising, because everything costs 0 now. Everything has rush. Everything is huge and kills you very fast.
Step to this.
Hearthstone's player base declining? Oh, I'm sure, from its peak. But that's kind of an unfair, position. Why is this? Okay. No, I can't finale this. It's kind of an unfair position to be in, or to compare to. Because of course your player base is going to decline. Hearthstone was like the biggest game in the world for a year or so.
This may just be my best song yet.
Okay. Horn of Winter. Does not let us play this next turn. Choose an enemy minion. Your minions attack it and resummon any that die. Does that work with this? The design is all based on science, stimulating casino as best they can. As you can see, that design has been refined down in Battlegrounds. Funny how, as cards become stronger and more complex, the decisions seem to decrease. Well, yeah, I mean, if you just look at, like, 10 years ago, you had 30 health, and you had a 2-mana 2/2, and a 3-mana 3/3, and a 4-mana 4/4. And now you have 30 health, but on turn 3 or 4, a lot of the time you're facing down, you know, 2 8/8s with Wind Fury. And it's like, well, you don't have any more health, but the minions are 4 times the size. So, like, how are you gonna live? How are you gonna live? Is it? Do they re-summon in the order in which they died? Actually, I can't really use this. I mean, he has to kill it. I could get 2/2 poison this turn. I just need to like find a way to live. You don't need to know what a card does to use it. As it gets more complex, the lines become simplified. In other words, as newer and stronger cards get released, the game of chess is starting with fewer and fewer pieces. We're reaching the point where Hearthstone can be solved. Yeah, I mean, in Arena, if you look at it from an Arena perspective, it's like, well, what decision do you have to make to summon 40/40 worth of stats for 8 mana on turn 7? You really don't have to make any decisions. I mean, it lets me attack next turn with it too. This lets me, you know, like the Scourge. Like, what decision do I make? Pray I live to 9 and then pray I get good cards from it? Like, there's no decision to be made. good for me. Less good for me. You get dopamine. Hello, Tarantula. The Hips Graham. This guy is incredible. Tendril deck.
Shall suffer. That one needs more time.
Okay. Well, as long as he doesn't kill me. But he's taking a backseat to his own game as much as we are. Well, I've always talked about it. I like streaming more than I like playing Hearthstone, and that was true when Hearthstone was good or better. So while I enjoy streaming Hearthstone less at times, I still enjoy streaming. I know that the common sentiment. What is my life gain? The common sentiment is, you know, that people aren't enjoying Hearthstone as much, and I'm not enjoying Hearthstone as much. And everybody's kind of feeding off of that, right? Streaming is fun. Yeah, streaming is fun. Interacting with people is cool. We got the Stat Man. I get to see Stat Man twice a week. Like, that's a great example of a game where it's like, if you lose that game, it's like absolute utter misery. If you win the game, it's more of like a relief than like, oh, I had like this great experience, right? You're playing a barcode account. It's like, luck is cool. I think if you wanted to really, I mean, they obviously don't care about Arena, right? But if you really wanted to perpetuate this experience, recalibrating the Arena rewards, so you're also not like losing every game completely out of your control and like losing all your gold just for trying to participate, like, then it would feel, I think, a little more rewarding.
Glory to the Horde.
Or less punishing, right? It feels punishing to play Hearthstone the vast majority of the time right now.
Been chosen by Amatis herself.
Is it barcode then screw him? Yeah, screw him. Wouldn't got trial on a full board and then pack the house on a full board. Yeah.
The calm before the storm.
When you pull lethals because of good decision making, the excitement is off the charts. It's just spoken like a true card game enthusiast. And I'm inclined to agree. You check this out, maybe play it. These guys are amazing. 30 people there. I'm watching you play Genshin a few times. Seems like you genuinely enjoy playing it, which I love seeing people have fun playing more than anything. Yeah. Now, I gotta stress, I still have fun playing Hearthstone sometimes. It's just a lot less often than it was in the past. Play that and that. Could Rune Forge and draw what? Yeah, gonna need to kill something. I agree, that's usually the 2-1 or the 2-3 game before losing the next. Yeah, so that's sort of like the issue, right? It's like, even when you have a good game, it's like 1 of 15 or 1 of 4 in your arena run. And that ultimately leads to more frustration than anything. If the max wins were 7, and if you got 80 gold for 3 wins, then like it wouldn't feel so punishing. Have you ever heard the song? I've heard the original. Not heard this version. If I use this, I can trade them both.
Get off stage.
We'll play that next turn if you want, maybe. Also doesn't require as good of players. Something I learned from this miserable meta is that Shaman will always wipe your turn 3 plays. They have fewer of that effect than last meta when Storm Strike was in addition to... Sorry, Serpent Strike was in addition to Storm Strike, and whatever, that one that summons a 3/3 rush is in as well. Turn the tides, there you go. They have 1 fewer. Why is it trading when you aren't losing something? Because I'm trading some health for a minion. Oh, that thing makes it so I can't attack. Actively mulligan away 3 HP 3 drops, no matter how good they are. I think in general, 3 HP 3 drops are not really all that good, just in general. Shadow Word Death, boom, blow up this guy. Cards is kind of nice. Boy, is that ever better? Next turn we have 7 mana. It's all gonna die to Lightning Storm though, isn't it? Maybe not. Got to is okay, yeah, overloading kind of sucks, but maybe this motivates him to make the trade. Anybody like this or did I waste my time? I wouldn't listen to this. I wouldn't listen to this on my own.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Oh, I still can't attack with it. Okay. Bah, humbug, sorry. There are a lot of people playing music.
Guess what dropped?
Do appear to be. It's cool. Not my style. Very skilled musicians, for sure. I like it. There you go. Give your hero stealth. That's fine. That's less fine. How do I AoE the whole board and kill the 6/6? I don't. Okay. I guess I have to look for a spell. I have to get Remorseless Winter?
This may just be my best song yet.
Death Strike. Well, maybe I make it to Deathwing and then die to whatever's in his hand. Howling would have been good. Howling, that would be better. Still wouldn't be able to kill the big thing though, huh? I'd have to shoot that? Or maybe I could shoot the taunt? Because I can't attack with this thing. This stupid thing.
All will burn beneath the shadow of my breeze.
Save a Stapling. Yeah, save a Stapling. Rip cards. The beauty of it was that all of our cards sucked because our deck sucked, so it didn't really feel that bad discarding any of them. The bad thing was it meant we really didn't get to play the game from turns like 2 through 10. We just got an inevitable, unavoidable loss, which doesn't feel super good.
King versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine. You will know pain.
Did I keep this? Or did I draw that?
And now, the premiere act.
Pork done at 203 degrees, transferring to a mixer bowl to shred in 30 minutes. Encho sauce cooking down. Dude, this sounds great.
I spy with my orcish eye.
Keep Dragon, I really have stopped paying attention to this whole run.
I'll start this show. Where's your plan now?
If you don't have at least 3 board clears against Shaman, you're dead. Do you think part of the reason why some classes are above others because of good neutrals are offered more in the good classes? No, I think class cards are offered exponentially higher for Mage and other classes, but particularly Mage. I just lost back-to-back Primus DK barcodes. Nice. Nice. Here we only salivate over handsome red-bearded men and pulled pork. I could go for some pulled pork right now. I could indeed. This does nothing. Can get through. Let's play this.
This may just be my best song yet.
Army of the Dead. And boy, this looks like shit. Alright, let's take this thing.
Where's your plan now?
Look at this deck. DK is a good class. The Red's neutrals include Horde Operative, Gold Road Grunt. What was my dinner today? I didn't eat dinner today. I'm gonna eat dinner later. I had like 25 cashews. I'm going on a diet. I ate a carrot. It sucked. Thanks for making me hungry, chat. Yeah, carrots aren't so bad. Like a carrot's not as good as like a taco or a candy bar. I need
Fireworks? I sure hope they do.
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
fire spells. Okay, I'm gonna sit. Panic, thank you for the prime. Thank you very much, Mr. Panic. How could a carrot suck? Some carrots are not good. Some carrots are better than others, just like some girls' mothers' carrots are better than others. Vex here, thank you for the follow, Vex. Thank you, man.
The premiere act. Me.
Take 2. Take. I don't want the buff. I want the corpses. We could play these two maybe first.
It's perfectly fine.
Comes prepared.
Can I ever hold? Hold that. Oh wait, I could do it this turn. Let's do it this turn. Been watching you for some time. Your regular stalker passing through. Keep up the good content. Hey, thanks, Vex. Good to be stalked. In a friendly viewer kind of way. I like baby carrots, but I don't mind the regular ones. Baby carrots are better. I like carrot cake. I don't know if I've ever eaten carrot cake. Is it an obligation if you have a carrot cake to put a little frosting carrot on the top of it though? I don't like this song. I don't know what this is. I feel like this playlist. I don't know. Not so sure. Speaking of good content, when are the guide videos incoming? You know what? I do want to talk about it, but I don't want to talk about it. I recorded 5 they were short videos, but I recorded 5 Marvel Snap videos today, and my microphone wasn't plugged in. It was only like 25 minutes, maybe, but you know, that wasn't a good feeling. Stuff is sort of getting made. Stuff is sort of getting made, actually. I'm trying to get in the routine more of recording in the afternoon. And I'm gonna try to improve my routine by plugging in the microphone. I also started another thing for Snap I was doing. I was doing one of the conquests, and I couldn't get the deck tracker to show up. I don't know if there's like a trick. So I was like, forget it. I'll just do another one, and I'll set up a display capture, and it worked. And then I don't know if anybody plays Snap. I did a gold conquest, and I won all 3 games, and they were like exciting and interesting and fun. And I was like, oh, well, I wish I recorded that one. I was like, okay, I'll go back, and so I got it working, and then I also lost like 3 conquests in a row badly, and I was like, okay, well, fuck this. You just stream back my 3-5, my 1-3. Oh, so I don't kill the Sarah. Your hero is healed this turn. That could be more damage. This is 4, this is 3. This thing is large.
This isn't real metal.
I can hero power if I play this one. I can do this. Okay, so right now we're down 1 damage. Had we taken the 2-2 weapon. I'm supposed to go somewhere by 12 a.m. tomorrow. I just make the tortillas tonight. Give me 12 p.m. Good question. How was the energy with recording it? Did it have Redbeard pizzazz? I mean, I'm Redbeard. I don't know. I was having fun. Kind of weird talking to no one. It's always been kind of weird for me to record YouTube stuff in that way. Do nothing without chat. Well, I'm something. I'm someone. Kidding, but you said it too. I read what you wrote, though. I read things. I don't think that counts as saying them all the time. No, yeah, I mean, like, I do it with the intention of, like, the knowledge that you're interacting with future YouTubers, right? Now, it's like there's not the live back and forth kind of conversational aspect, but I don't think people really always want that on YouTube.
asked.
And I think a lot of the time people want,
Past is dead.
you know, more refined, like kind of like gameplay discussion or stuff like that. NL is the king of talking to no one. Who's NL? Northern Lion? Is that Northern Lion? It's bad if I know that. Yep, I don't even know who that is. Like, I don't know what they look like. I don't know what type of content they make. But I was thinking of what NL could be. I've heard that name before.
You wanna cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
I do this? Do this? Let's just get this going. Maybe we can get this out for free at some point. NL Crip? Oh yeah. I kind of forget that he's NL Crip. And not just Crip. I don't mind whacking that. Whacking it right off the board. I need to refill my water. Northern Lion is the goat of banter. What does that mean?
Healing beat.
No return.
Step to this.
This isn't real metal.
Can I get a 4-4 now? I could have swung face and had a 4-4. But I can maybe kill something next turn. A while ago I watched Crip 3 hours, Salt Chronicles. It was the best thing ever. And talk about anything and keep it interesting while playing the game. NL and Crip is for no libido. No libido? You think so? I don't know.
Audio processing.
Try not to think too much upon Crip's sex life. I don't think it's any of my business.
No return.
I need the Scourge. And something else good. Army's good. Double army. Yeah, double army. Sure.
Get off.
I'm playing against a mage. I'm sure I'll have lots of corpses available. It's for never lucky. I don't think that was guaranteed to clear. I don't think it was guaranteed. If you want to have Crip success, just raise your hand to show everybody your armpit all the time. You think that that's the key to his success? I could see it.
Nice to meet you.
Butt tap. Tap, you say?
Asphyxiate.
Handle it.
Thought it would be Water Ellie. And I could kill the Water Ellie. But holding it's fine too. 8 mana. Grand Finale. Oh, it can actually kill a Grand Finale. Yeah, I can actually kill a Grand Finale.
And serve your king.
Can I kill him? Remains to be seen. Just say that you are never lucky, and you always go second, and nobody can play better than you. It should lose to Denise. Turn 1 coin hero power. Who's Denise? Is that Crip's arch nemesis? She's a real potent gal. No rush. No lifesteal. Okay. Runes of the whatever. I didn't get runes of the whatever.
I spy with my orcish eye.
How do I get this last bit of damage? Maybe I should have held that in case I top decked a Pyrotechnician. We have a Medic. We have a Scorpid. We have... Does he have any plagues in his deck? He has no plagues in his deck, huh? Okay, no taunt, no rush, no lifesteal. Well, can I?
Rise and serve your king.
Like it. Wonder why these classes are good. One plays a bunch of 8/8s with one card, and the other plays a bunch of Rush Poisonous minions. Yeah. Does is a contributing factor. I'm gonna queue up, refill my water, and I hope that everybody's still having a what the. Ooh, hope everybody's having a good time when I come back. Sorry, everything just like closed down, but didn't close down. Queuing up.
The Lich King versus Rexa.
Let the hunt begin. You will know pain.
Is this anomalous? The first card drawn is one you can afford to play. Well, and so be it. What do I want to draw? An noxious cadaver or something, maybe? I drank a good amount of water a few moments ago. I hope I don't wake up to pee. You probably will.
Great inside.
You'll probably be doing pee-pee.
Breathe it
Better than wetting your bed. Yeah, true. It's better than not waking up and going pee anyway. Good point. Good point.
in. Asphyxiate. Feel that healing beat.
Not hidden meaning. So he took, what, bait and switch? I'm gonna get something I can afford to play. Hopefully Venomous Scorbage. You know what'd be good is Horde Operative. That would probably be decent.
Have you heard?
Asphyxiate.
Figure I wanna trigger the secret before we cast that. I basically am giving up my 1/2 to kill the secret. That's my thought.
Let me play you a melody.
Me play you.
Fireworks? I sure hope
Step
they
to
do.
this.
Pyroblast, might kill him.
Of the sun.
Might.
We're being attacked.
Is Pack Tactics really in?
This.
That is that from? Never see this card. You'd think you'd see it like 10% of the time and this 90% of the time? It's not? Oh, okay. Pressure Plate's not in either, right?
Stand strong.
It's boogie time.
Wait, is Open Occasion? That is. That's from Madness at the Dark Moon Fair? That's in, right? Okay, Horde Operative. You know what? That feels pretty fair. Hey, Rudy, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you, man. Sure.
Welcome to
Break
Doctor
a
in the Mouth.
leg.
Yes, yeah, no, I didn't want to play that, right? So let's...
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
Okay, killed some stuff. That's what we wanted. And I don't want to give him a 3-drop. Thank you, Rudy, for the 5 gifted subs. You're too kind to this old lump of coal. And I hope the college football team of your choosing wins tomorrow. Oregon? Maybe the Ducks? Go Ducks!
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
Last game for you, Statman? Alright. I'm sorry I didn't like that song. That's not a song that... It's not the style you usually suggest.
Citadel stands strong.
Welcome
Well, good to
Dog
kill this
Poop in
guy.
the Mouth.
Good to get a card. Dariola, the Genshin master himself. Washington Huskies. No! Who are you screaming at? Not the Ducks. Oh, okay. Not the Ducks. No, are you kidding? It's fine. It's more about the performance than the song, but little about the song. I've lost the beat of what that could be. He played one more suit. We know one is Hidden Monster,
Break a leg.
right?
Break a leg.
We know one is Hidden Monster. We know one is
It's boogie time.
one is when I spend the mana, he gets a thing.
Where's your plan now?
I have but
My
little.
ball is killing it.
Put your soul into it.
Alright, well, I don't want to give him this. Redrop. I don't want to spend the rest of the game not spending all my mana. You can infinite card advantage him. I mean, we are ahead. I have Wandering still up, is that right? Hidden Meaning. Oh. My mistake.
It's highly infectious.
Worse on our mana, but I suppose choose an enemy minion could be good, I guess. Let's take Ash from here. We got Pyroblast. At 26. He has more. He has more secrets.
Handle it! No return!
I assume this one is hidden meaning. Then a hard fought 5 wins. Looks like we're gonna get to 6.
Hit it very hard. No return!
I'll take it. 6 is definitely more than 5. Alright, we gotta get 1 more win, followed by 5 more wins. That's it. That's all we've got to do.
The Lich King versus
Showed the hunter the true smork. The true smork that our Death Knight was showing the hunter was with a mage pyroblast. Hearthstone in 2023, I guess. Well, might just have to go for it. I believe, or should I say I want to believe. Did you like, what was that show? X-Files? Would you consider yourself an X-Files fan? That show scared me a lot when I was a kid. When the theme song would come on, forget about it. I'd run into the other room.
Feel that healing beat.
It's such a good theme.
Breathe it in.
X-Files scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. This was the song that nightmares were made of. You want me to turn it off? Is it still scary? That should be like a sound request for you. I don't know what that is.
No return!
Turn it up. It's the same guy that did Tubular Bells. I think you're right. Tubular Bells. I named my hamster Scully back then. It was on Netflix for a bit. I don't know if it's still there. And I never really watched it in its heyday. But I probably, I saw a couple episodes here or there. But I went back and rewatched like from the start. And it's just, there's just so many episodes back then. Altenary Bay, thank you for the follow. If you're a real person, even better. If I play this, then I don't have to take 6. I don't really mind taking 6 though, do I? I know I'm not gaining any armor from this, but what can you do? We named our cat Scully. Why not Hitchcock? It was way too scary for me as a kid as well. There's something really haunting about that theme song and the grainy pictures of UFOs in the sky. Yeah, it's a great concept for a show though, for sure. And it's just like, it's such a memorable theme. The opening title music is so good. He shoots my 3/3, I gain nothing, which I don't like.
Nobody run from me!
He didn't shoot it. Bump hero power and play a 4? Get like a plague strike or something. I'd still probably not do it that way. Has been drawn. I'll take that. Triple? Oh, I already saw that. I love that. about that. Red, you said the other day that the dev that made Fright and Flunky is a Scooby-Doo fan. I bet Possessifiers are a fan of Ed, Ed, and Eddie. I don't know what Possessifier looks like or sounds like, and I didn't really watch a lot of Ed, Ed, and Eddie. And I only speculate that they're a Scooby-Doo fan by throwing Shaggy into a Hearthstone expansion for some reason.
Leave bones, please.
Leave bones, please.
Leave bones, please.
Icy touch. Icy touch that. Could life steal that. Could try to just play these two. Rush nothing. He has what? A dragon and then a couple of cards. If I play this and hero power, I don't like that.
It's highly infectious.
And these should have rush, in my opinion. It should give them poisonous and rush and wind fury. Divine shield. I just think that'd be fair. I forgot you weren't a fan. The things that get summoned by the card sound just like him. They sound like all 3 Eds, or who'd they sound like? I remember there were 3 Eds, and I remember they were, I don't think these are real people, by the way. I don't think so. I remember they were poorly drawn. Have you ever watched Supernatural? Different vibe, but you might like that show if you enjoyed X-Files. So I didn't watch much of X-Files, but I like the concept of X-Files. I feel like if I had watched X-Files as the age I am now, or like as a 20-year-old, well, let's say a 15-year-old, till this time I would have really enjoyed it. But now it feels very campy and very dated, so I don't really watch it. I've not seen Supernatural, though. Kills 1? Okay. I mean, that's not so bad. Sounds like the goofy Ed. Okay. I'll listen for it. I kind of remember a little bit about what some of them sounded like.
Haven't seen that before.
Don't have a death rattle. I have an undead though. These are the new 7s, I think. You know what? I'm just gonna heal this. A little greedy, but it's also kind of not greedy.
That feels good.
Supernatural is more about angels and demons, though, and not UFOs. Well, I'm a UFO man. I think they're real. I want them to be real. Wasn't that the line? I want to believe. That was from X-Files, but I do. I want to believe. Why are we getting followed by all these shitters? Why? Why does this happen? Kind-hearted, benevolent Redbeard.
Need a drum?
Supernatural is awesome, especially seasons 1 through 4. Okay. Clear the whole board or die. Want to believe was Mulder's iconic UFO poster. Remember that. Remember the episode of Simpsons where Mulder and Scully came to investigate aliens in The Simpsons? Man, that's a great episode. I bring you love. He's bringing love. Break its legs. Can I ask you for your thoughts on a picture? Please, please. Great. Break its legs. Thought of them being real shouldn't be that exciting. With them having access touch technology, who knows what they're capable of. It's nice to know we aren't alone. But to what extent? Well, I'm sorry. Why would that not be exciting, though? Why shouldn't it be that exciting? It's not necessarily a good thing for us, but it's not necessarily a bad thing for us either. Homer, have you been drinking? No? Well, 10 beers. That from that episode. I kind of remember it, but I kind of don't. Oh, man, that's funny. BlackRock can really help me. But probably Alex is the right pick. I'm a warrior with 11 cards drafted with a lot of minions, and I have Alexstrasza, BlackRock, and the Titan to pick from. I'd prefer the Titan to her. The Titan is much better than Alexstrasza. I think the Titan's better than BlackRock, although there is a sort of... There's sort of like a sense of inevitability with BlackRock. Like, if you can play BlackRock on curve and not be dead, a lot of the time you just win, right? But I would probably just take the Titan. I think the Titan's good. It's like, the Titan's not good compared to other Titans, but it's very good compared to other cards still, I think. Dude. How would he coin first? Wouldn't you see what you... Oh, okay. That actually makes sense. Boy. You always draw cards you can afford to play, but that included 1, 2, 3... Actually, a lot of the cards there were very good for us. Plague Strike would have worked pretty well. Icy Touch would have been good enough. We could have hit Abusive Sergeant or like another runes though. That would have been a disaster. Could have gotten Audio Medic, would have been good as well.
Go with the flow.
For our survival, do you think they aren't a threat? I mean, I don't really know. That I can't really say. I would say if I were like speculating on alien civilizations, I'd say it's more likely that they are a threat to us than a help to us. When people kind of like theorize now, like people are like, oh yeah, like we wouldn't want to like go to an alien civilization and kill them. We'd want to learn about them, but like nothing about human existence tells you that that's what we would do. It's like, well, you know, you'd be so much more developed, so much more technologically advanced. Like, yeah, but would we not want more like gold and resources and I don't know. But I like to think that if there were aliens, they would help us. You know, maybe like life is very, very rare and they're like, well, we need to help cultivate it. Classic xenophobe versus xenophile debate. Human history shows we would try to nuke the shit out of the aliens. I wouldn't want to nuke any aliens, but I wouldn't want them to nuke us. There was that documentary about aliens, starring Will Smith. So not all of them are nice. Kills my 1-2, hopefully. Hopefully, 1-2, not 4-2. You little shit. Add a random weapon to your opponent's hand. That is not a good, that's not a good death rattle.
The citadel stands strong.
What makes you think that we're not allergic to aliens? I think that it's entirely possible that if there are aliens, they have sort of, you know, maybe some diseases or bacteria that would kill us all. Or vice versa. That seems to be the case too for people visiting other people from far away, relatively far away, on just planet Earth. There's a theory that humans are originally refugees from Mars after the planet was nuked. I mean, who knows? I was watching one of those Kurt Nizant videos, you know the ones I'm talking about. They're talking about like the possibility of life developing, you know, within the first couple, you know, 100 million years of the universe's lifespan rather than the first, you know, couple billion years. That's kind of interesting to think about. So, you know, you go back 12 billion years ago, a lot can happen in billions of years. Civilizations could rise and fall. The old Fermi paradox. What's the Fermi paradox? Like, why don't we see more aliens or something? Yeah, I don't know. Universe is pretty freaking big though, so it's like I kind of want to live. I mean, I want to live. I kind of want to live until aliens are confirmed, but not if they're killing us. Then I'd rather that not happen. Okay, I'm gonna turn follower notifications off for a little while. I don't know what these strange accounts are that have been following us for the last 15 minutes.
Always little time.
Remind me to turn them back on at some point. You should watch some Bob Lazar video clips. He claimed he worked on reverse engineering UFOs in the 1980s. I've seen a lot of Bob Lazar clips. Sounds like some of what he said was confirmed. Not all of it. Alright, urge me.
This may just be my best song yet.
Death Growl? Yeah, maybe not. That dies then. It's kind of no good. He has 3 plagues in his deck. Okay, I'll take that. Actually gonna take the damage because we're really pushing a fair amount here.
I say resolve. Yeah, no return.
I got 4, I got 8.
Dead man shredding!
Can't play as Pack the House here. Aliens don't want our garbage, but the resources. I'm not sure. I don't really know about that stuff. They probably don't want our garbage. They probably don't want our old banana peels and Playboy magazines.
Witness the strength of the sea. No return.
There's another theory that aliens are us, but from the future. Banana peels are rarer than diamonds on a universal scale. That's probably true. Well, maybe. What if there's whole planets and whole solar systems where they grow and cultivate bananas?
Bubble, bubble.
None can escape the fury of the stars.
Okay, defeat the Titan. Defeat.
This'll make the pain go away.
What if we're already good? We're a product for them on a physiological level where our strife is able to cultivate shit. I feel like there were some words missing from that paragraph. I feel like there were like 9:30, and then I'll just sit there for like 15-20 minutes playing Rumble or Snap.
The Lich King versus Thrall.
Is Arena meta only DK? The 3 best classes are DK, Shaman, DK Mage, and Shaman. All 3 of them are pretty good. I think DK and Mage are pretty cut above though. What if aliens used human poop as fuel? They'd probably hook us up to some sort of tube and feed us Taco Bell. Power their way through the solar system. Good question though.
On wings of evil.
I'm gonna try this again. I trip out on humans being able to understand a butterfly that has a poop camo. What are we doing as a species? Is something a level up can others understand? What words are being said? Poop camo? I feel like I'm in a dread stream over here with all this poop talk. Hey, hold on, I'm going all in. What the hell?
I spy with my foolish eye.
One down, clown out of here. Clown out of my face. Alright, what do I do here? Oh, give me gold. On a scale of 1 to 10, how drunk are you tonight, Chad? I'm sitting at like a 2 or 3. Hey, give it time. Give it time. Oh no. Okay, what do I do here? Just play this. I don't hate it. Oh my god, no. Oh my god, sniped. It's all my fault.
You gotta let the music do the magic.
Oh my god, you gotta be shitting me. Uh-oh.
Where's your plan now?
I mean, that could be a problem. Butterfly doesn't know it has poop camo, and it propagates. What are we doing? We don't have any idea of that. It's moving our evolution. Feeling very evolved. It's too hard to play while whooping ass in this game too. Goes there, that goes there. We can kill something, and we can... I think I'll just load up his deck. We have more burn again. If I was at, 15, maybe you take the lifesteal.
Nature waits for no one but me.
On Monday, I am going to propose a project that could deeply affect society in a positive way by improving the way research is conducted. I'm very excited. I was writing the main points a few minutes ago. Yeah, I hope it improves my life.
Where's your plan now? I just want some peace and quiet.
Would you get a golden DK, Redbeard? When? I don't know. A few months ago, probably. 7 months ago, probably. Has a yodeler triggered any death rattles at all? I know we don't have many. We got a trigger on the Chillfallen Baron after a Black Rock and Roll, which was pretty cool. That being said, haven't gotten much since then. Markedly less cool. What's your favorite alien design? I like the classic Alien one. Yeah, that one's pretty good. It's a nice design. The 1945 Roswell design.
I bet you can do this.
Before the storm.
Venomous Dingus. Start drawing plagues, man. The ideal. Who's the LMAO girl? I don't know, is that like Pokimane or something? Not sure. No clue. I can't keep up with these internet personas. The only one I know is Dreads. I feel like I'm not doing the internet right.
Time may pass, but the dream is eternal.
Dreamt my Dalaran Librarian? It's a play you don't see too often. Okay, 9 is definitely more than 8. I missed when Hunter was good. Hunter can be good. You just don't see any of the good Hunter cards ever. 1 mana, add 3/4/1s to your hand. The banana card, the 1/4 taunt, Aerosmith, marked shot. I've probably not seen. I've seen like one of those cards in like the last 8 Hunter drafts. But if you play Mage, you'll get 2 Grand Finales offered in every deck, 6 Fireland Portals,
Lich King versus Jaina.
a Fire Sale. It's probably your first pick every draft for some reason.
Past is dead.
I don't really want this to. But it's okay. It's a travesty. It's a travesty. It's not right. I'm with you. That's a dragon, I guess.
With a cherry on top.
Breathe it in. I just want some peace and quiet.
Silencing that should give me my 2 life back.
Hogs on the loose.
Alright, Scourge me. Good. Mr. Red and the Balloon Chant combined in one entity. Would they be named Dreadbeard? God, that's one of my great fears in life. Combining in any capacity with Dreads. It seems like sheer terror. He's discovered about 8 spells this turn. Did that say? So after your next turn, deal 3 damage to all minions. All minions? Or are we just thinking some minions?
It's boogie time.
The worst part would be his username coming first. Couldn't we just be Reds?
Run. I will hold them off.
Hey Red, in case you wanted more dose content, I uploaded a new sound into the stream suggestions. Oh, I'm excited. I'm getting excited. New dose content.
Watch me game +1 +1. Ding ding ling ling ling. Watch me game +1 +1. Ding ling ling ling.
Dose he's such a sweet boy. Such a sweet boy.
A whirlwind of flavor. A whirlwind
So we're dying
of
to grand finale, you say? Quaint.
feel that healing beat.
Cozy.
This may just be my best song yet.
We need to kill him? Asphyxiate the two of them.
Sever my wrath!
Step to this.
Shoo. Oh, there's 3 of them. Well, I can hero power 1, right? Yelling Chodler. We've actually defeated... Well, we might not beat this one. We've defeated 1 grand finale already this run. We might defeat another grand finale. And like somebody mentioned, if you wonder why these 2 classes are at the top, well, it's because one class plays an 8 mana 24/24 and the other class deals with it and pushes 10 damage somehow. Have they always had grand finale in hand? I think a lot of people keep something like grand finale. Wow, that's a bold play there. A lot of people keep grand finale. Even though they shouldn't. And then they lose games. Ever have lethal there? 6, maybe not. And they lose games before they can cast it. So a lot of the mages you beat are probably also keeping this card.
Of the world hangs in the balance.
Calic Ghost. Something for a plague lead. What could happen? Could happen. I really didn't think we were gonna win, but then we did, and that was awesome. That was stupendous. I implore you to do so now. It would help me out a little bit. I turned off follower notifications because we're getting followed by a bunch of strange bots. Not the 7/7 bots, but you're a magician.
King versus
We're doing pretty well.
You asked for it.
At a bit of a disadvantage, having to play a lot of purchase accounts, but still coming out with some wins. And that's nice. You need to find a real person, not a fake person. They moved on to 888s now. They moved on to ABKBEGOCSAN 48427, ATASEVERGULC 6875Q, and so on and so forth. I'm going to coin this. He is going to play something for me to kill, and I am going to win the early tempo game so that I can win the game at some point.
Something need doing.
What a name! Rolls right off the rung. Rung. Isn't 777 one of your mods or something? No, I don't think so. I just kid around and say it's Poet, but I don't think it's actually him.
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mud.
breathe it
Hey,
in.
Bielhelm, thank you for your 2 months. I'm about 50% away right now. My sleep has been terrible. That's not good. You should be sleeping. You should be sleeping. Oh. I too slept like shit last night. Did I sleep better today? I feel like I might have slept better today. Then again, I don't really recall. What time did I wake up? 4-1. No, I guess I did not sleep well. Tasney's here. Time to check out Sebastian. He came in today, but only for like 5 minutes. Well, what a guy. It's like right outside the screen door. He's probably waiting to come in or something. It's a cute one. Oh, could ever close the door on those eyes? Nobody could ever do that. Unless there was a criminal. Abusive Sergeant doesn't help me. I could use this. Hit this. Hit that. And do... Draw? I should have drawn first, maybe? I don't want to play the... Huh? What the... How do you play that so fast? Miss something? I don't want to play the poison while he has the weapon. I don't want him to kill it for 1 damage. Much mana. I don't care if he swings the weapon. Or do I? Maybe I do care. Because I don't want him to be able to kill this. I guess it's fine. Resources pretty. They really wanted to protect their full board of shitters, I guess. I need spell damage. Stat! He swung, interesting. Wait, I should have shot his face.
Feel that healing beat.
Should have shot his face. And pre-traded. Okay, maybe he's dead. Maybe he's almost dead. Rewind. So what does he get a copy of? Synthesize? Feral Spirits. Circus Medic.
This'll make the pain go away.
I mean, he's got plagues. Could die to a top deck here. He's got 3 plagues in deck. How's he playing a card before
My powers are never true.
before he draws a card? Alright, well we've got plagues in our deck now. This is weird. This one seemed to be playing itself. That deck seemed to be playing itself. I think that was a bot that was actually playing Arena. I legitimately think that was. How did that battle cry? Which card?
The Lich King.
Final boss.
The Lich King.
Let's try our best here. Tony. The battle cry is to draw a card. Finale is to draw a card. The card switches decks. Finale is to draw a card. But there's actually not a battle cry on that card. So he didn't draw a card. Because he didn't like battle cry finale it or whatever. Download Genshin thanks to you, Red. This 12 wins is in honor of enabling my gacha addiction. I love Genshin, man. I think that game is so fun. I did the deck swap. Yeah. Tony swaps decks, but it's not a battle cry. It's a static effect while he's in the while he's on the board.
I just want some peace and quiet.
Tony Hearthstone. Tony, King of Piracy. So both players' decks are swapped. So that's not a battle cry. It's just a static effect. The finale, which is also not a battle cry, is to draw a card. Red should learn to get 12 with bad classes like Redbeard, I know. Well, we don't have a bad class, so we have a bad deck with a good class. This is the way I try to do it, you know. 4 minions +2/+2. Hit them all. I guess that's the question. Maybe. Maybe not. What is that? Range. Turn. I'm scared, Mr. Red. How would you build a card that reads adjacent minions are silenced? I don't know. What do you mean?
No return! You are a master of destruction.
Sometimes you go 12. It's the best score you can get. Was that the final boss? Well, I'm sure he had good cards in his deck that he didn't get a chance to draw. Because he died. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to hit the like, the comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Tell me, do you believe in aliens? Like Twitch chat does? A bunch of weirdos. A lot of gold, and a golden assembly line. Didn't break a sweat. I didn't. It's 54 out, and I'm in shorts, but it's cold in here.